So, we have Rickie, Bobby.
There's only like 2 people who call me that. You're one of them. Okay.
So we're gonna recap. We're gonna interview you. You have been my client for how long?
Was just about 2 years.
Okay. Okay, just going on 2. All right. Now, you had a little accident.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, let's just describe the overall experience.
Like from beginning to end. So just to give like a slight little background to like where I was coming in from when I decided to get a trainer, was I've already gone from like the scale of like being my heaviest to being my smallest, and then I was at the point where I just wanted to be healthy. I didn't really have a goal in mind other than just feeling good.
Right.
I joke about like I shouldn't be tired blow drying my hair, and I was. And so I didn't have a number in mind as far as like where I was planning on going. And so when I came into you, I was pretty clear with kind of where I wanted to go. And what I loved from the beginning was that you didn't really push where you thought I should be. You kind of let me decide what my fitness goals were, and then you helped me maintain that.
Right.
So I would say, and then up into the injury, up into that point, I was actually feeling really good.
Right.
I didn't lose a ton of weight, but I just felt so much better in my skin than I did prior.
Right. Now, because you said you dropped a lot of weight already.
I had, when I came in, I had already pretty much got to what, like the number I was feeling good at, but I just wanted to kind of tone and not necessarily lose a ton of inches, but just actually look like I had lost that weight.
Right. So, you mentioned the injury.
Yeah.
So it's the sciatica. I know you were working a lot, working long hours.
Yeah.
And training. Go ahead and talk about the sciatica situation.
So,
like how did it start?
I wish I could actually pinpoint where it happened. I know, like you said, like that year leading up to the sciatic injury, I was doing so many things, so I can't really place what the trigger was. I just knew that something was not right. And I know I addressed it with you from the very beginning that like I had like some cramping or things that didn't feel right. But that slowly progressed into like not being able to walk.
Right, yeah. You told me that.
Yeah, and I even stepped away from the gym for a few months because it was really, really unbearable.
Right.
Like not being able to get out of bed, not being able to put on my shoes, like my kids having to help me like get dressed. It was really bad.
Right.
And then from that point, I actually got into a car accident, which made that injury even worse.
Right.
So not only did I have sciatic,
I think that was in the middle. Wasn't that in the middle of the rehab?
it was in the middle. It's funny that you say that because once I got the sciatic injury, like we switched from maintaining my goals to getting me walking again.
Right.
So like it was no longer like about like how much weight I can lift or any of that. It was really just get me back to a point where I was able to tie my shoes.
Right.
And we were so close to that happening, and then I got into the accident.
Jeez.
And then that accident just it
knocked you back a little bit.
Yeah, I would say like a lot of it. It knocked me like it took us all that work that we had done to get me to that point. Like we jumped back, you know, and so I would say like instead of a year of toning and all of that, it was a year of get Rickie back to like walking.
Back to daily activity.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't make no money if you can't walk.
And I told him that every day.
Right.
I just need to be able to work.
You're
like
right.
Forget about how much weight I can lift. Forget about like how many squats or sprints. Like I just need to be able to work because I'm a freelancer and if I can't walk, I can't work. So, I mean, that's like most people.
So now, what happened with the doctor? You were supposed to go to the doctor.
So I did like a couple sessions with physical therapy through Kaiser, but most of the physical therapy I did was with you. Like
Right.
we were doing that quite frequently.
Right.
But I did have to have an MRI to check to see how progressive the injury was.
Right.
And then I had a cortisone shot, which I was extremely skeptical about.
Right.
I do feel that it did help, but I really didn't want to rely on that to be what fixes my injury or relieves the pain. Like I really wanted to do it
Right.
the more natural way,
Right.
which is where you kind of help me.
Right. So like, I have a question, two questions.
Okay.
Well, two. I got one. A question and a statement.
Okay.
What made you trust me with basically a medical condition? Because I mean, sciatica is. I mean, yes, you can train your way out of it, but you know, what made you trust me with basically with your body? You couldn't walk.
I didn't trust you. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
didn't. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Well, I earned it.
Okay, and then statement, or you want me to answer
Oh,
your
the
question
statement.
first?
It's just like I said on the interview with Don. Hey, when you training and you rehabbing, because Don said he got hurt going to get a massage. Like he was sore, so I always tell my clients to get massages, take a bath, and, do ice, all that. But he went to the massage place and he got hurt at the massage place. And like I said, it's not. That doesn't mean you're supposed to stop and quit. Like, no, okay. I like the challenge of, okay, you're going with injury. I'm an athlete, right? So when it comes to injury, we had to basically heal ourselves to get back on the court. So that's my background. So I just want like the regular person to not quit
Yeah.
just because
It's uncomfortable.
You got uncomfortable, you got an aching pain, your back, your shoulder, whatever, So, that was big for me. The fact that I text you and said, okay, let me see it. I think that's the words I said. I said, well, let me check it out.
Yeah. Actually, that's exactly what you said. Yeah.
And we actually got it done. Or, we was getting it done before the accident.
Mm-hmm.
And how you feel right now?
I feel pretty much as close to normal as I could possibly feel.
Okay.
But going back to your question as far as like why I trusted you.
Yeah.
One, the fact that like you had that athletic background.
Right.
I come from a world of knowing, like working with athletes and seeing some of like what they've had to do.
Right.
And the things you were saying coincided with the things that they were telling me.
Right.
So it was very easy for me to put my trust in you when it came to that. You were also, and I would say like I don't know if I was your most bratty client.
Not at all.
But
I got majority women. Oh my God, I deal with this every day.
No, but I argued with you constantly, like, no, I'm not going to do that. Why did you make this up?
Right.
And it was a lot of that, like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But every day I showed up, you asked me, so how you feeling?
No diss to the ladies though. I like that sass. I promote the sass. I like the attitude. So go ahead.
No, but you ask me every day, like, how you feeling? How you feeling today? How you feeling today? And if I told you, like, I can't do it, you would adjust based on what my pain level was that day.
Right.
And I come from the mind of like, I'm not going to do something that I don't want to do if my body's telling me not to do it.
Right.
And I was pretty stern with that.
Right.
And you allowed me to have that mentality, but
Right.
without like throwing your hands down and being like either of us being defeated.
No, our job is not to injure you. Our job is to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as much as a lot of those things felt uncomfortable, in the end, I mean, the fact that I was able to walk and do all of those things
Yeah, you
meant
got back
that
to lifting. Yeah, you got back to lifting
it meant
and booty
that
camp and
as much
everything.
as I didn't like it, it was
Right.
working.
Right.
So yeah, now other than just like daily back pain from being on my feet all the time or workout, like it's discomfort, but it's not painful. So for me, as long as I can manage discomfort, I'd rather manage that than the pain. So
Everybody, make sure you rehab and stretching, all
I
that good
have
stuff.
a 2-liter bottle of frozen in my freezer, so that I do what you tell me to do.
That is Rickie Bobby Bocanegra. That's her last name, Boca. That's another segment. It's Rickie. This is Mr. Get Right. All right, we doing everything. 2020 finna turn up. What's your goals in 2020? Real
My
quick.
goal for 2020 is actually it's not going to be quick. Sorry.
Okay.
So I have to say, even though I didn't lose a ton of weight with you, my small goal.
How much did you lose? About 10 or?
About 10, yeah,
Okay.
but the goal, my personal goal that I feel for me is huge was the fact that the weight that I lost before I saw you, I have kept off.
Right.
So for me, that's a huge milestone because in the past, I would have easily put that weight back on.
Right.
So my goal is to maintain and then just get back to where my initial goal was of just looking and feeling like the workout that I'm doing is showing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Tune in next time.